Hey, what's up guys? It's Pixelated-Apollo. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you guys are doing well, and welcome back to Third Age Total War. This one is another custom scenario, but this time it is created by Guru-Chan, and we are at the Forgotten Fortress. This fortress is located in the mountains in the east, and technically this battle is in the Second Age. So what we're witnessing here is the Easterlings trying to stop the will of Sauron. So this is before they were allies with Sauron. And also this battle involves the two blue wizards, which I'm sure some of you guys might not have heard of. They are part of the lore, but they're really not talked about too much in the movies, or at least I don't remember them talking about them in the books. Even Tolkien, he doesn't really have a lot of lore about these wizards. Now we do know the two wizards, they went to the east. They had some sort of mission. Some say they failed and they just formed magical cults. Some say that they succeeded and helped the men of the West during the Second Age and the Third Age. And some say they succeeded, but they didn't stop Sauron. They actually stopped a much more evil force, which kind of sounds like a lame excuse. You know, like the blue wizards are like, oh crap dude, we just lost to Sauron. It's cool, man. We'll just say that we defeated a much more evil force. It's like, oh yeah, that's a great one. Genius. But yeah, so in today's battle, we have the two blue wizards commanding a very desperate defense at the Forgotten Fortress, which looks really cool. There's like sand that's, you know, covering some of the old structures here. So it definitely feels like abandoned and forgotten. And they are going to be taking on the minions of Sauron. So we have some orcs and some evil men. So they've got a massive force here. So this one's going to be another marathon battle, probably around an hour long. So remember guys, snacks and drinks, you're going to need them for this one. And there's actually, you know, the battle's going to start here pretty soon with a very cool cav engagement. So let's go ahead and check out the army comps really fast. I'm not going to go in detail, but I am going to show you the units. So on the attacking side, we have Mordor commanded by Paladin Bob with lots and lots of orcs, catapults, and trolls. No surprise there. He also has a small force of Haradrim in his army, like the Sauron warband and some Haradrim archers. The next army also mostly consisting of orcs from Mordor, commanded by the Jolly Brit. I think he was the same player from the last scenario, the Jolly Jihad. But yeah, he's got mostly orcs, and I think he also has a couple Haradrim forces, or Corsairs. So he's got some Corsairs. And then the final army here is mostly Harad, consisting of trollmen, Muhan tribesmen. They also have some berserkers here, but just didn't work. I don't know what's going on here, but the textures are not showing up. We're actually going to do some slow motion here because this is going to begin very soon, and I don't want to miss any of the action. Alright, so now looking at the two defenders, we have Sin of the Dark Cloud. Half of his army is consisting of this cav force. He's got a lot of Innisrim, or the Luke Innisrim. He's got some Horse Guard, and he has some Varg Raiders, which is a skirmishing force. So it's a pretty small force, but hopefully they can do a lot of damage before they're wiped out. And the rest of his army is located over here, which is just elite infantry and archers. So he's got the Gamp Rim, he has the Nar Rim, and more Gamp Rim. He also has a catapult here as well. And then the final force is commanded by Guru-Chan, which again, just mostly runic forces like the Gamp Rim and all the fancy, you know, the fancy golden boys. He's got dismounted Vargs as archers. He's got a lot of crossbows, like the clan crossbowmen, and more troops over here. Here's actually one of the wizards. Yeah, it's pretty much Gandalf, but I guess they just didn't finish the modeling here, so the textures are not showing up. Also, there's another wizard, because, you know, there's two blue wizards. I gotta find him, though. Where is... oh, he's over here somewhere. There he is. Here's his bodyguard. He's somewhere in the mix. I mean, he looks like a silver surfer. Oh, there he is. There he is. Pretty cool. So, yeah, unfortunately, the wizards are not complete. But anyways, let's start this battle. So it's going to start off with some horse skirmishing here, which is always wise. The Varg Raiders, a pretty nasty horse skirmishing unit. Already they're like, how dare they take out our ally there. Fellow beast masters. So Muhad Beast Masters, which is a skirmish cav, but it's a short range skirmish cav. So they've got like javelins and stuff. So they need to get a little bit closer. And camels are not as fast as horses, but I think camels, even in this game, have a, well, they have a bonus that kind of scares horses, so it can kind of affect the effectiveness. But the good thing about these missile cav is that they can fall back, like you're seeing here. So get them out of range. And we have more cav coming in this way. We also have some Varg Lancers from the Jolly Brit showing up, some Black Numenorians, and more Varg Lancers. Also, I want to tell you guys that there are victory conditions. That's really the only rules. If the blue wizards, if any of the blue wizards die, then it's game over and the attackers win. And I think if the Witch King is killed in this scenario, then the defenders win. So you got to be careful with your generals, which I really like. It makes sense. Like, if you have this really inspiring general and he's killed on the battlefield, then your entire army is going to lose hope. It's really not that far-fetched. Some more beastmen getting shot in the back. They really need to move forward because there's... Oh, hold the phone. We got a cav charge going into the Muhad Beastman. So he's trying to start this battle. He's trying to take out the enemy cav. Here comes the heavy cav. Look at all of them. A massive amount of these golden cav. They're going to charge into some of the infantry here, into the trollmen of Harad, and some of the dismounted Muhad tribesmen. And he's actually pushing more cav this way. It looks like he's going to try to run down the Berserkers, which is a really good unit to try to take out. And they do catch up to the Muhad Beastmen, so they might be able to cut them down. But I think they're actually pretty good in melee. I don't know that for sure, but here's a bird's eye view of this fight. You can see that it's all over the place. The skirmishing cav still trying to slow down the flank over here. You can see that there's a lot of reserves flanking around. So they're trying to slow him down and hopefully buying enough time for his other cav forces to win their engagement. Come on, horse skirmishers. Gun them down. Yeah, look at that. That's a horde of cav coming straight for him. He's either going to run away or just charge forward and stand his ground. It looks like he's going to try to run away there, but they need to hurry up. No, they're going to catch him off guard. At least some of them there. So they're trying to run away, but there's really not a lot of space over here. They can't run for long. And more berserkers joining the fight on this side. The cav is getting cut down from those berserkers. The Muhad tribesmen are also doing a pretty good job of cutting down this heavy cav. He needs to keep doing cycle charges, which it looks like he is trying to do that. He's going to join another cav engagement. Looks like we have more cav fighting over here. Dismounted Vargs versus Varg Lancers. There we go. So it is getting a little confusing on who's killing who. But that's war. We can zoom in a little bit. Just look at the triangles here. That'll give you a good idea of, you know, the allied forces. So there's still a decent amount of heavy cav left. They're trying to do everything they can to soften up this army, because if they can kill a lot here, then obviously their main defense will be saved. Now they're going after the archers here, Corsair archers, which is always wise, especially in these kind of settlements when there's not a lot of places to hide behind. Archers are key in these kind of battles. So going after archers is always a must, and keeping your archers alive, again, is always a must. It is vital to your defense or attack. But I love the massive cav engagement. That's always my favorite. It's not my favorite, but you know what I mean. I always enjoy watching that. I think I enjoy charging infantry a bit more. But seeing like massive amounts of cav on both sides kill each other is always quite fun to watch. But now he's committing his missile cav into the fight. And they are getting cut down by the Trollmen of Harad with the help of the Muhad tribesmen. And now we have some cav reinforcements flanking around, so this unit is pretty much screwed. There is a little opening here. They're going to try to escape. And this is the last of his cav, really. So he's going to charge into the backs of the Trollmen. The Trollmen turn around just in time. Try to stop that charge. See, they're going to disengage there. Yeah, they are disengaging. So fall back. And what about the heavy cab? It looks like it is mostly destroyed. They still have a small unit of 11 men. He's going to go in for another charge into the archers. Not a great charge. The lances were not down, but still they're doing a good amount of damage. And here's a unit of 3 fighting. Oh, make that 0. I was going to say make that 1, but nope. Yeah, they're getting cut down. And that's going to be the last of the runic cav, the outside defenders. Hopefully they bought enough time. Hopefully they did enough damage. Looking at the percentage killed, they actually killed 1% more than them, them getting killed. And now we have the Varg Lancers still alive. They're actually falling back. Maybe they're going to run to... Maybe they're going to try to get to the other side. Let's go ahead and actually look at what's going on the other front. Mostly skirmishing, so we're not really missing much here. Now, expect to see a lot of skirmishing, which I think I'm just going to cut out because, well, skirmishing is not the most exciting thing, and you guys get the idea. They're just going to sit back and fire arrows and bolts at each other. Pretty cool looking angle from here, though. You can see the massive army from Mordor waiting at the ramp there. So he is moving up forces. Moving up troops. Jeez, look at this army. This is ridiculous. That is so many troops. And then they've got their allies over here who just won their engagement. So they're going to be coming over that way as well. Now, I don't think there's ways to get up from over here. I think this is the only way to get to the fortress. Alright, but the Varg Lancers actually almost getting caught out there from the Serpent Bodyguard. But they're going to continue to push on. They might be trying to do a suicide mission here. Again, going for archers. Really, really wise. The Uruk archers about to be charged by these Varg Lancers, which I assume have used up all of their ammo. Oh, they got to go quick. Mordor's moving in some Uruk halberds. There we go. They do actually charge in. He gets into loose formation, which is a brilliant idea. That will soften up the charge, but he needs to quickly send in some reinforcements to try to support him. You got to keep your archers alive. Here comes some Olag High, who are going to try to slow him down. But actually, he's going to get a rear charge on more archers who are up on this platform. But we got some Orc Band running down to try to save the day. Let's see, can he actually get there? No, not really. The Orc Band are going to stop him there, and he's going to fall back. But there's really nowhere to fall back to. The trolls are here to smash their little ponies. Little to the trolls, that is. And they're going to actually head back down and try to take out these archers. So I really appreciate the suicide play here. You know, even though his forces were tiny, he went for very strategic objectives. Now, is this really going to help him out in the long run? I don't really know. But let's see what's going on up here. We do see a lot of troop movement. He is slowly moving up some Orc Band Haradrim archers and a Troll Catapult. And we have archers up on these really awesome ledge platforms. This is fantastic. We got another one over here. Look at that. You get a good angle of the Forgotten Fortress. Yeah, it looks like they're just forming up their forces here. And they finally defeated the Varg Lancers. They are breaking to the sight of the enemy. All of these forces are in loose formation, trying to prevent archer fire. You can see that Rune has some very good positions up here. Oh my god, look at that army in the background. That is awesome. Look at that. That is such a sick screenshot. Oh man, seeing all those orcs down there. Could you imagine being one of these crossbowmen? Like, oh my god. What are we supposed to do? Blue wizards, use your spells, do something. Alright, so that's fantastic. Fantastic. Alright, so after a long period of skirmishing, we have some halberds moving in. Looks like he's going to try to get the orcs off guard. And also, we have one of the blue wizards charging in with his bodyguard. You can see him there. Charge! Get in there. Charge, come on. Charge. What is he doing? He's going to fall back, which is wise. But the halberds are going to continue to commit. And things are going to get pretty crazy from here on out in this battle. Lots and lots of melee fighting. Here's a lot of artillery fire coming from that troll catapult, trying to take out the archers that are up on this very strategic platform. And they are just getting really good shots to the mass horde of orcs. Now, the funny thing about this settlement, you see these like little archways, you can't actually go under them. You see that? When I try to go under, it just puts me over them. So that's going to be a little frustrating, so I apologize about that. But it's still really awesome. We can get really good angles of the battle. So these halberds are about to be outflanked. You can see some orcs moving around, so good move by Paladin Bob. He's going to take out a very elite army with very weak troops. The orc band have formed Sheltron formation. Now the trebuchet is firing. You can see he got a really good hit right there. So he's got his catapult, the runic catapult, ready to go. Already loading up another round, another shot here. Let's see if they can get another good hit. Look at the river of orcs pouring in. So it looks like pretty soon melee, very intense melee is about to begin. Here comes a shot. Oh, well, 3 orcs. That looked like it was going to be way worse than it really was. They need to quickly, yeah, there we go. I think he's finally sending over some orc band to surround these runic halberds. Maybe, oh man, they are just getting shot. They are getting obliterated by those archers. Here comes more artillery fire. Oh man, this is great. This is such a, I don't know what it is about this fortress, but it's really simplistic, but just really awesome looking. There we go, there's that flank. Orc band now surround these poor Easterlings. Over on this side, we do have a bit of cycle charges from the Muhad Beast Masters, but they have shattered to the crossbows. Actually, the crossbows holding the front line there. But oh yeah, Mordor is moving in. The Witch King has given the orders to attack. Here's the reinforcements, Harad moving in as well, just trying to get his troops into position. Let's head back to this main fight because it looks like, yep, infantry going to charge in here. Now, Orc Raiders are really not going to do much to this stand right here. This is such a nice defense, a really good position. But the support of the archers up on that platform, these halberds in a very tight shield wall formation, pike formation, should be able to hold for quite some time. They might have to rely on their archers to really soften up this defense. But if we look over to the other side, this is way, like, this seems to be a way easier defense to break down, because he mostly has crossbows here. But here comes the orc band. Oh, come on. They're gonna charge in. I have to go around these pillars. All right, there we go. Clan crossbowmen, they're not going to hold for much longer. They're also getting shot from the flank. It looks like, yeah, some Muad tribesmen. Pretty good positioning with them right there. But they do have a lot of troops waiting up on top of the secondary defense, I guess you could say. So they need to maybe send down some heavy infantry to try to support their crossbows. But this is a really good angle for the clan crossbowmen. They should be able to rack up a decent amount of kills. Yeah, so looking at the defenders, I mean, they still have a lot of elite infantry just waiting in reserve. They still have a lot of troops at the town center, a lot of forces over on this side. Oh, what is this? Some retainers. Fantastic. And the force over here is pretty large. I mean, this is going to be really difficult for the attackers to break through. I mean, this is not going to cut it right here. See, these archers, no, orc band, probably trying to absorb ammo. Wow, these guys are still going strong, even though they were surrounded. But to be fair, they were surrounded by orc band. So you don't really expect much out of them. Oh, but they're breaking. That was it. They've had enough. They're going to fall back. They're actually running towards the enemy instead of towards the town center. Tragic. They're going to get cut down. Oh my god, look at. Yes. This is a cool angle. This is a cool fortress, man. I wonder what it looked like in its prime, you know? Probably looked really nice. Alright, so we have some cave trolls coming in. Even though they should be stone right now. Actually, they're mountain trolls. But I'm pretty sure mountain trolls are the same as cave trolls. Maybe not. Maybe mountain trolls can withstand the sun. I don't really know. I guess I'll look it up later. There we go. Here comes the charge. Oh, some friendly fire. Oh no. Friendly fire from Ruin. Here comes the trolls. ripping their way through the clan crossbowmen and clan warriors. These guys are no match to the power, the wrath of the trolls. And we also have some infantry coming in to support them. So this is where things are going to get really intense, and Rune is going to have to fight their hearts out to defend this this position right here. Oh, yeah. Oh, more friendly fire, but this one's going to hit. It kills at least around 10 orcs down there. So some pretty epic looking angles and cinematic views of this battle so far. I'm really enjoying it. You know, whenever I see a battle that's... Oh, wait, there's another good shot right there. Oh, I don't know. He's getting a lot of friendly fire. I don't think it's worth firing that catapult. And the trolls are so desperately trying to destroy the catapult. But yeah, whenever I see a battle that's super long, I worry that it's mostly just skirmishing and troops standing around. But so far, this battle seems to be mostly action-packed. I mean, there's only been a few spots where it's a little slow. We got some Urups over here supporting the trolls, taking on the clan guard, the elite clan guard. So this is a mess of a fight. No organization over here, just a mosh pit of troops. And the trolls are still alive, silencing the catapult. Overhead smash! Love that animation. Here comes more orc band. Let's see what's going on the other side. Things are not looking as intense over here. Looks like Rune is going to be able to hold on for a pretty long time. Maybe this is just a diversion. Maybe they're just trying to make it seem they're going to attack over here, but really focus all of their attention on this side and then push towards the town center. And by doing that, it might make the forces over here fall back. Not really sure, but it should be pretty interesting to see how this turns out. They definitely need to skirmish these guys. There's no way they're going to kill them in melee. So let's move up those archers. Let's see. There we go. We got archers over here, but I think they're firing back at the Easterling archers. Also, that catapult is up there. Oh, I see what they're doing. They're trying to take out the catapult. They're trying to light it on fire. So they haven't done any damage. They've done 0 damage to these catapults. And here comes more reinforcements pouring up this ramp. And they still have a ton of troops over here. God. Alright, so yeah, things are getting pretty intense. It looks like the battle lines are starting to form here. But Mordor might have to send up more troops. Woo! More catapult fire incoming. Yep, going for this long river of troops, long river of reinforcements. The troops are already winded. They're already winded, so that's really going to affect them in combat. He might want to rest them up just a little bit before he engages them in battle. Oh, that was a close one. Yeah, Rune's holding. They're doing a very good job here. What are the crossbows doing up here? Still looking down at the very terrifying reserves, the terrifying army. Wow. Let's see, where's that catapult? Let's see. Oh, come on, get a good hit. Oh, just barely hits the very end of this long line of orc raiders. We have now trollmen joining this fight. And the archers, I mean, they've got to be running out of ammo pretty soon. I mean, they've been firing for a good 10-15 minutes. So you gotta kind of use your stuff wisely. The troops here that are holding, they're getting winded. The orcs are just kind of standing there, it looks like. Yeah, I think that's what they're doing, guys. I think they're going to focus all of their attention on this flank because they feel like this is their best bet. But a massive chain route from Mordor. Wow. That's... Oh my... Yeah, look at this. You can see the clan warriors cheering. Well, they're not cheering, but, you know, if this really happened, they would be cheering. Artillery now firing into the blob of forces. This is absolutely vital. Let's see. Oh, artillery fire. Yes. Oh my god, getting some good hits there. Or good hits. The other hit wasn't that impressive. But yeah, he's going to need more stuff like that to break through this defense. And he's actually charging down some clan warriors to try to maybe, I don't know, get the Mordor's infantry engaged in combat. I think they're going to try to snipe out the enemy artillery. Alright, here we go. They're going to give them a taste of their own medicine. Let's see if we can get a good shot here. I think he's going to use standard shot. Let's see. Nope. Fire ammo. Oh, they actually take out a catapult. No, they don't. They don't take out a catapult. That came awfully close, though. What is that? Oh, I guess it's the other yeah, the other catapult from the platform back there. Oh. Some epic battle scenes right here. Oh, did they get one? Oh, they got both. And they're still trying to reload it. They're like, ah, forget it. Wow, they wipe out. That is some really good luck right there. That is going to help out their assault by so... They probably saved at least, I would say like 300, 200 men just by killing that catapult. Corsairs are now in the fight. We've got more clan guard coming down. Here's a bird's eye view of the fight. Let's see what's going on over here. Still just a small battle. Archers are now joining the fight. So obviously he's running out of ammo. He might want to hold on to some of that ammo to more critical parts of the battle. Oh, I love it. I love how they're getting shot in the flank. The good news is that they've got this nice wall of sand right here. Sandstone or something that's going to be protecting his troops from the defending catapults. And actually, these poor trolls, someone better tell them about their catapult being destroyed. Like, hey guys, yeah, your catapult's done for. Well, I don't know why you're trying to push that up. There you go. There you go, you goofy goobers. Get up there. Alright, so they're down to one catapult, but that's really all you need. Sorry guys, the camera's kind of freaking out here. Oh my god, look at all the arrows coming down. Or bolts. More trolls joining this fight? No? Jeez, look at that. Ridiculous. He's putting up more crossbows over here. Look at all the fallen crossbows. Head first. Face down in the dirt. Oops. Sorry, guys. Wrong button. Wow. Great volleys there. Alright, here we go. He's loading up the catapult. This is going to be critical. Can he kill a lot of the defenders? Oh, wait. No, he's moving it. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Oh, look at this. Rune's actually charging down. I think he realizes or he sees an opportunity to flank the forces. But we have more orcs coming over here. This is some orc maulers. They're going to stop this charge and protect the rear of their allied forces. And we have some cav coming in. They might do some hammer and anvil. It looks like it. Oh no, the friendly fire. The friendly fire. And yep, here comes the hammer and anvil. Muhan Tridesman coming in. Wow. Who would have thought there'd be so much action in one area? I mean, another good hit there. They've been fighting in this one area for the entire time, really. No one's really, you know, captured much ground. That was a good shot. There you go. Taking out those halberds there. They're down to 83 men. Oof. Another good hit. Come on, keep pushing. These archers should break pretty quickly after taking that pretty big artillery shot there. Let's head back over to this fight. Let's see what's going on. Oh no, he's actually firing the catapult at the enemy catapult. Kind of crazy. I would really think that this would be way more effective against infantry than trying to get lucky and sniping out a catapult from so far away. Yep, just over their heads. Let's see, we got returning fire though from the defenders. Here it comes. Oh, that was close. Oh, right over their heads. Yeah, get out of there. There you go. Use it on the infantry. What he should try to get it as close as he can and just fire at this big blob of clan warriors and clan crossbows. So look at the percentage killed. 51% of the attackers have been killed. 31% of the defenders. That's kind of crazy. Half of the attackers are gone. More than half. That is insane. It doesn't feel like they lost that many. But I feel like whoever wins this battle that's, you know, happening right here and then in the center is going to win the fight, because it seems like the defenders are committing most of their forces. They don't really have a lot. Well, actually, you know what? They still have a decent amount of troops that will be, you know, they should be able to hold for a pretty long time. Oh, a little lag there. I was a little worried that it was going to crash. Oh, hey, that was a good hit there from the catapult. And the archers fight on, even though they're surrounded. Oh, that's gonna break them. I can feel it. They're wavering now. Yep, that's it. That's it. You're like, screw you guys. You keep hitting us. So they're gonna fall. Well, actually, they're not falling back. They're running towards the enemy. But the orcs are falling back. Maybe they're gonna take shelter, get behind something. But that was a pretty good move there by Rune. Oh, nice, good hit there. Yeah, it was a good move by Rune, trying to flank around, trying to do something. Let's see, what is this cat? Oh, sorry guys, the camera's freaking out. Oh god, that's the Witch King. You guys hear that? Obviously. That was terrifying. He's pissed. The Witch King's like, keep pushing. Come on, fire that catapult. What a fight here, though. Pretty even forces. Oh, look at that. They're really trying to push to the catapult. Oh, that might be bad. Is he running away the trolls? Or are they just going to fight in melee? No, no, no. They're going back to the catapult. I think he's just trying to get them in a good spot. But at this point, I think his Uruks are going to be able to break through here. I mean, it's only clan crossbowmen, mostly. But let's look at the rest of the defenders here. Well, actually, look at this. They still have a lot of troops that they could just keep pouring down this hill. Which I think they should, because they'll get the high ground. Do not let Mordor come up here. Just keep charging down. Here's some spearmen. Looks like they're going to reinforce the front line over there. The catapult is firing at the defenders. A small bit of fighting going on here. His halberds here. His Easterlings down to 61 men. So slowly but surely this force is getting chipped away. But they have a lot of defenders they still have to cut through. And there's a whole nother one back here. There's actually a couple of these guys. Actually, are they falling back? They are falling back. Why are they falling back? I guess because they're running out of archer ammo. And they really can't compete against the enemy archers in catapults. So they might be trying to save their infantry for a better time. But look at this formation here. What is he doing here? This is interesting. He might be trying to form a wall here to protect the archers up on this hill. I think he's leaving a small force behind to buy time. Now the orcs are really trying to push through here. Defeat seems certain for Rune. More forces coming this way. Oh, are they breaking through? They are breaking through, but there's a fresh line of clan guard. So they're going to take advantage of that small victory and push up the hill. Try to get more ground. And hopefully slowly chip away at this defense as well. So we are not even halfway through the battle. That is insane. This battle is going to be a pretty long one. What do they have left over here? Oh yeah, they're full on retreating. Look at that! Wow. So they're gonna make their last stand at the town center, which is smart because there's only 2 really small choke points that they have to hold. So they're falling completely back, and pretty soon Mordor is going to be able to punch through the defenses. Victory seems certain for Rune. For now. Oh, is there a little gap here? They might be trying to flank around. Yeah. Let's see. They should keep pushing. These Uruks. The defenders are down. Oh wow. The balance, the percentage killed has changed rapidly. They've killed a lot of the defenders now. 57% and then 40% of the defenders killed. So it's actually getting closer for the attackers. They're getting some progress here. They're getting some stuff done. Victory still seems certain, amazingly enough. Let's see what's going on the other side. Yeah, these guys are down to 20. Oh, they broke. They have broken. And now the orcs are free to storm up this hill. Oh no, he's falling back. He's falling back the halberds he had over here. And the blue wizard is kind of watching over his army as they fall back. And he's going to use a suicidal force here. You know, he's going to sacrifice these archers to try to slow him down so he can fully retreat his army. Look at this lone Beastmaster here. What is he doing? He's like, yes! I will fight in the front lines! What are you doing? What is he looking at? Oh, there he goes. He's dead. So these archers should be able to hold for quite some time. Even though it says defeat seems certain, all he's trying to do is buy more time for his army to fall back. And he's trying to get this catapult back, which is a wise decision. Got to keep that catapult alive. More forces are here in the town center. You can see more and more troops coming over this way. Got the other blue wizard falling back. The outer defenses are lost. Flee for your lives. So these guys are going to hold for a pretty long time. He's got a whole nother fresh unit of clan guard. Let's look at the reserves though. Lots of reserves just sitting back here. I mean, not as much, but enough to take victory. It's going to be all about those, you know, those choke points near the town center. More cav charging in. Just he's trying. He's really trying to cut down these archers. I think they should just try to push through them. Because if he can get a chance to run down that catapult. I mean, the catapult still has a very long way to go to get to that town center. Who knows? They might hold right here. I mean, there's a lot of good spots in this forgotten fortress to hold. Here comes the blue wizard, or one of the blue wizards. I think they have two They have two names. I don't remember their names, but translated to English, it is like Destroyer or like Darkness Destroyer or something like that. And the other one is East Helper. So they sound cooler in like Elvish or whatever. But oh, is he falling back? He's not going to stand his ground. He's falling back to this small like capture point here, which it's not really a capture point, but it looks like it. And he's got some clan crossbowmen forming up on this ridge. Do they still have ammo? Not really sure. I don't think so. It doesn't look like it. They have their small daggers out. Actually, you know, they still have crossbows. So let's see if they can get a volley before these spearmen show up. Quickly. There we go. Got a couple hits. He killed like one guy. More troops coming around the flank. Are they just ignoring this force in the center? Why did he fall back with this? I don't get that. I mean, this was such a good choke point. He should have just held. It would have bought more time. At this point, he should just fall them back at the town center because they're going to get chewed up in this ring of death. I don't know what to call that. Also, they're breaking through on this side. Got another unit of pikes trying to hold them back. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is a race to the catapult, but I'm pretty sure the catapult's pretty safe at this point. Now that it passed this choke point, all he has to do is sacrifice another unit to hold back the enemy cav. But they're gonna try because they know that catapult is so vital to the defense. More and more orcs coming in, slowly marching into position. They are free to march in their reserves. They're safe from enemy archer fire. And here we go. The charge of the clan guard. What a waste of clan guard. Got more forces coming around the flank. They're just going to get surrounded and cut down. I mean, if he just sent this clan guard, because before he was in control of the, you see this battle line here? If he sent that clan guard to reinforce it, and then his crossbows would have been okay, they would have fired from this position. This is a really good position. So I was a little confused on why he did that. But look at the battlefield here. You can see where there is epic struggles. One right here, and then one right there. That is insane. That is a lot of troops. Victory seems certain for these guys, though. The percentage kill, 62% attackers, 52% defenders. Got some Uruks who are exhausted. So this is a good time for the attacking forces to try to, you know, give their armies a time to rest. They have infinite battle time, so they have all day. So are they going to charge them in? Come on, guys, charge. Come on, charge. Looks like, charge now? Charge? Right now? No? Yes? Commander? Commander, can we charge? Looks like some of them want to charge. There they go. There they go. And we got some troops turning around to meet them. There we go. All right, get in there. Is this 2 units of clan guard? No, it's 1 unit. Looks like 2 units. So what a struggle at this first layer of defense. That was a lot of fun watching that. It was a really bloody battle. But now the forces are going to march. Let's see what's going on here. I'm pretty sure there's... Yeah, the catapult is safe. There's nothing they can do. Even the blue wizard's watching over it because he knows it's so important to their defense. And the Muhad beastmen are going to fall back. Victory for the archers. And yeah, they're going to make their final stand at the town center, the very awesome looking town center, surrounded by pillars of justice. And the troops here still fighting on. So we'll watch this brave last stand of the clan guard. I'm actually quite surprised that they're still fighting in this engagement. They're just completely surrounded. Oh, look at this guy. He's like, don't you dare try to face me, you orc scum. Just spits on him as he turns away like... More orcs closing in though. Let's see if our brave hero can stand against 3 orcs. Oh, he gets sliced in the back, but good thing he's got some pretty good armor there. Okay, he's getting stabbed now. He don't care though. He's like, whatever, I'll just go to the front lines here. It's alright. It's okay. They're behind me. But I fight with my brothers. Wow. Okay, finally they are breaking. And that is going to be it for the first layer defense. So another really large cut there. That was probably the largest cut of the video. So basically what I cut out was just the troops marching towards the final stand. Did not miss a thing. There is a bit of a skirmish going on. Artillery firing at the archers over here. You can see the defensive position. They've got a lot of reserves, and they're going to desperately hold these choke points. It's actually really wise that they did that, because look at that balance of power. Not looking good, and the percentage kill is pretty even, which is not a good thing when you're defending. We also have more skirmishing going on this side, so we might be making more cuts here in the future. I don't really know how long this skirmish is going to last, but it seems like it's going to last for quite a bit of time. I just wanted to like recap you guys so you're not completely lost on what's going on. Alright, so welcome back once again. So we have a small infantry charge coming in from the retainers, who look like they're going to try to take out this catapult. Paladin Bob is getting really gutsy with this catapult. He's getting really bold here. So he's moving it super close, and he has the defenders are charging in their retainers, and I think they're going to try to maybe possibly take out this catapult. There's a thin line of Uruks here defending the catapult. So I just wanted to show you this. And here comes some trollmen. So maybe this might start the main battle of infantry. Who knows? The skirmish might continue on for a little bit longer. But yeah, more and more infantry pouring down this way. Let's see what's going on this side. Looks like we also are going to have more infantry charging in on the other front. We have trollmen of Harad about to charge into the halberds, the Easterlings. But no, they're going to hold their ground here. I love the pillars over here. So it's not as action-packed on that side, but we'll head back here, where the intense fighting has begun. The trolls have abandoned the catapults. They want to, you know, he's a little worried about these retainers who are doing a lot of damage to these Uruks. The trollmen of Harad trying to support them. But they got to be careful, because I'm pretty sure you can destroy catapults with infantry by just attacking it. And that catapult is going to be really, really important. Taking out that runic defense. Oh, here they go, guys. That catapult's in danger. Danger, danger. Here comes the trollmen trying to do everything they can to try to slow him down. My goodness. Here comes some trolls. This is the catapult crew, I imagine. Yep. He's going to use them as... Oh my god, they're getting wiped out. The archers sniping them out as they charge forward. They're trying to silence the archers up here. But they're going to disengage, fall back down, and do a hammer and anvil on the retainers. Berwinian retainers. I don't know, it's risky. He might be out of ammo with his catapult. Not really sure. That might be why he's sending in the trolls in battle. Real quick, let's see what's going on this front. Alright, we do have a fight over here. The trollmen of Harad trying to cut their way through. Here comes Paladin Bob sending in some Uruks. Very small units. You know, pretty depleted, half strength. We got a lot of archers here. Oh! Man, oh, look at that. They countered each other's spells or battle cries there. Did you hear that? So that was Gandalf, of course, but let's just pretend that's the Blue Wizard. And then, of course, the Witch King was like, nah, I'm gonna screech over you. Oh, he's falling back the trolls. He realizes that if he loses the trolls, he can no longer fire the catapult. Because only trolls can handle such a giant catapult. The patrolmen are surrounding these Dorwinian retainers. It's a pretty tough unit. I'm really impressed by these retainers. Helping the Easterlings. Man, what a battle though. This has just been a marathon of a fight. Oh look, some Javies are getting stuck in the catapult. And the trollmen are getting peppered down by these archers. They're gonna try to make a bold move by charging up this hill. Do they have enough? They're pretty winded. And nearby they have support of the Gamp Rim. And they're gonna get a couple. They're at least going to silence them. Catapults firing over here. Oh yes. Oh yes. There's big blobs of troops over here. Lots of arrow fire coming down on this side as well. And we also have some returning fire trying to... Oh, they actually took out a couple there. Yeah, they're trying to take out the catapults. This is a pretty intense fight over here now. Oh. No. Oh, close. They killed some defenders. Alright, here comes the Berserkers. Those guys are really going to help out clear out these defenses. The Silver Surfer Berserkers. Oh my goodness, someone got a good hit there. Oh, I think that was some friendly fire. Not good. Not good for the attackers. This is going to be a close battle, guys. Look at the percentage killed. Wielder of the flame of honor. Yeah, so more battle cries there to keep the men inspired. I think it does give them a couple perks there. Not sure exactly what it does to them. Look at that. Look at this defensive gold. The Easterlings will not bend the knee to Sauron. Alright, finally the retainers have been destroyed. What a long stand by them. And the trolls can carry on with their catapult business. Their bloody business. Uruk archers trying to pepper down the defenders. So finally they break through. Let's head back over to the other side because it looks like things are a little bit more action-packed over here. Yeah, pretty tough stand here. Ah, come on, camera. Oh wow, they're barely just sniping out, just missing their own troops there with the catapult. All right, pillar. There's some. Oh, they're going for the reserves over here of Uruks. We're looking at the scenery, just taking a moment, you know, enjoying themselves. Like, you know, we've been fighting all day today. Let's enjoy the smaller things. And then the Witch King's like, enough of that, go attack. Corsairs, Uruks, Berserkers. Is it enough? Probably not. We're gonna need more. Alright, so who do you think is going to break through first? If they even do break through. I mean, they are running out of reserves, but they've got a lot of the heavy infantry left over. And they have more retainers. These guys are nasty. Dorwinian retainers. Look at the archers. Look at them go. They're really trying to take out that catapult. And what is the catapult doing? I think what Paladin Bob... what he should do here is just charge in a decent amount of infantry and then move up the catapult so he can get it super close and then fire at the defenders. Because there's 2 layers of Gamp Rim. These guys can hold out for a long time. We saw that earlier in the battle. Fire! That was the most pathetic fire I've ever heard. Yeah, a couple people get upset when I say fire. It's like, they don't have guns. You don't say fire, but it's like, come on. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty grindy battle for this choke point. Look at the arrows flying in. Oh, they're flinging meat now. Yep, they're out of ammo. They're now trying to break the spirits of their attacker or their defenders, their enemies. So that's not good. They really needed that catapult. And what is this? Mostly warband and spears and whatnot. They do have some cav down here, not really going to do much. Black Numenorians. I believe that's the Witch King watching the battle from afar. I think. Where is he? Oh, Witch King. I guess not. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't see the Witch King in there. He's somewhere, that's for sure. I don't know, the defenders might win this one. I don't really see a lot of reserves. I mean, look at this. This is it for infantry. I think the defenders got it. I think they got to move in, or they're going to get shot to death, the archers. But there's still a lot of time in this battle. Here we go. The Easterlings moving down. Gonna form up here. Stand their ground. Oh, they better hurry up though. They're out of position. Oh, and so is my camera. So just supporting those archers, making sure they continue to fire and continue to get kills. Here comes more troops trying to push through. They are making some progress here, though. Sorry, guys. I'm really sorry about the camera. This is what happens with custom settlements. They just don't like cameras. Here comes some trolls. This is the troll catapult. These guys might be able to disrupt this formation and push through with the help of these massive beasts of war. There they go. There they go. Uruks in loose formation, trying to keep them alive. Lots of infantry over here. They might even want to send some infantry over to this side. Alright, now they're charging in everyone here. And we are finally down to like the last 10 minutes of this battle, which is kind of crazy. Marathon battle. Oh, the Olag High. I completely forgot about these guys. Wielder of the Flames of Honor. I love it, man. This might be enough to break through. I completely forgot about these guys. The Witch King is getting a little nervous about this, but the balance of power is still way in favor of the attackers. 74% of the defenders killed, 69% giggity of the enemies killed. So it's the percentage killed are getting closer and closer to each other, which is really good for the defenders. They're pushing through. These berserkers. Oh, what is this? I guess he has a couple of them flanking around. Look at that. How did they get through? Not really sure. They're also making some progress over on this side. And we got more troops moving into position. I don't know. It's looking pretty good over here. I don't know. I mean, it seemed impossible for the attackers to break through this. Oh, it's getting closer and closer. Now it's only a 5% advantage for the defenders. Or the attackers. No, defenders. Yeah, no, it's getting worse for the defenders. 70% destroyed. Some cav charging in there. I think it's one of the blue wizards. So if Mordor ever gets to a point, if the attackers ever get to a point where they feel like they're going to lose this battle, then they should just try to take out the general the best they can. Try to chase him down and wipe him out. Because if you kill the general, it's game over for the defenders. Look at this tussle, though. Come on, Olog High. Uh-oh. More reserves coming in. That's going to make things challenging. The Olog High are excited about it. More man flesh. More things to kill. But they still have a lot of reserves. I don't think they're going to be able to do it. There's no way that Mordor will be able to push through. More special abilities, you hear that in the background? All the players are desperately just trying to rip their way through this. Oh, it's getting closer and closer. Now it's a 3% advantage. Or kill difference. Oh, come on. Let me zoom into this fight. Oh, the Olog High are down to 4 trolls. Archers still have ammo, amazingly enough. Oh, what is this? We got some Javies over here. Do they still have ammo? Yes, they do. This could be huge right here. Untamed Wolf sending in some reinforcements. If they could really wipe out those defenders. This is what Javies are best at, fighting in choke points. What are they going for? They're actually going for the archers. Let's see this. Yeah, look at that. The javelins are landing in here. Not really getting a lot of kills, though. So you might want to save it for the infantry. What a tough position for these orcs. Just a really steep uphill battle. In this fight, again, still just going on. Really hard to determine who's going to win this one. Defeat seems certain for Mordor. So it's not looking good for Mordor. They need a lucky, well, they don't have any artillery, so they can't get a catapult shot. Are they falling back? They're exhausted. I don't know what they're doing here. Could be falling back. Oh, the Olog High is smashing their way through this defense. I wish I could zoom in like a Napoleon and stuff. I'd love to zoom in on that front line. Muhad tribesmen. Come on, they're a little jittery. They're shaking. What do they have left though? Oh, nice, beautiful. More berserkers. Oh wow, they actually have a ton left over here. So I didn't really see these guys. What do they have down here? Do they have troops down here? It's showing that they do. Oh, it's just troops that are breaking. All right, so they're nothing. Here comes the general. I think the general is going to get towards the front line. I think that's the general. Don't really know. Yeah, more warband moving up. Some more infantry. Still has about 3 units of reserves, 4 units, 5 units of reserves. That's the general. Not really counting the general. God, they have a lot. They have a ton. Alright, so I think it's fair that we do this in ×2 speed. Just to keep up the pace of battle. There's nothing tactically, you know, going on here. Just a lot of fighting in one area. So just for time's sake, we are going to fast forward here. The Olog High have been wiped out. So they're, you know, they're gone. This is now a good opportunity because look at this, they're pushing down. The tribesmen need to focus their fire on the Easterlings. On fire. There they go. Take out those Easterlings. Maybe even get them a little bit closer. Get a better shot. Mordor slowly pushing back the defenders. Now we have more troops charging in. We've got the flag rim going in. The balance of power here, 80% against 81%. That is crazy. It is tied percentage-wise. So this one's going to finish. Oh, man, I hate this archway. Just want to zoom in on the fight. This is as close as we can get. Are they breaking? Defeat seems certain. They're wavering. Wow. They're just so exhausted. They've been fighting for a very long time. And then we got troops charging in on this side as well. Let's see what's going on in this front. Well, it's still pretty close. Defeat seems certain for Rune, though. This might be the end. Just through, you know, just like a marathon match, just making them exhausted. Oh wait, is that the Witch King? Nazgul. But I can't zoom in. I'm sorry, guys. The Witch King might be in that unit. Come on. Want to see the fighting. I don't know. It's so close. 82. Oh, no. The defenders have lost more percentage-wise now. And the balance of power is not shifting over. They can only kill so many. Look at all that infantry ready to just charge in and slaughter the defenders. But Rune's pushing. He might not want to do that because it makes it an easier target for the archers over here. But there's really not that many archers. This is super close as well. Let's see. I would send in those berserkers. Yep, he's gonna send them in. They are needed in the front line. The Nazgul. Oh yeah, there's the Witch King. You see him? He's way over there. He's pretty bloodied up. This is really risky because if the Witch King dies, it's over. And the defenders could win this one. Because I would retreat that Witch King. I don't know why he's got him in there. There's no need. No need whatsoever. Because they're winning. They don't need to send in the general. Just get those berserkers in there and then fall back the Witch King. What is he doing? I swear, if they lose by losing the Witch King. Are these guys all fighting to the death now? No, they're not. Alright, we're getting super close to the end here, guys. This Grind Fest is almost over. The Grind Fest 2016. More archer fire coming in. Berserkers charging forward. Get up there, Berserkers. Your Witch King needs you. Fall back the Witch King. There he is. He's falling back. He's trying. Yes, kind of. I can't tell. Is he falling back? I want to see. The camera keeps moving. Yes, he's trying. There he is. All right, it looks like he's going to live. Where is he going? There he goes. He's like, move out of the way. I'm the Witch King. All right, so he's going to be safe right there as long as archers don't focus him down. What a close battle. Ooh, it's still pretty close. Oh, we got a great push here from the Berserkers. The Blue Wizard's like, oh crap. Oh, and they're breaking through over here as well. There was an opening that the attackers are using. You got the retainers trying to fill up that gap. Here comes the half trollman coming in. Dismounted Varigs. Here comes a charge from the blue wizard. Oh, you know what? The other blue wizard's name is Darkness Slayer, and the other one is East Helper. So I just remembered Darkness Slayer, which is a pretty cool name. But there is a massive hole in the defense, and now there's no reserves, and I believe the attackers are going to take this one. Well, actually, he's falling back some retainers over here. Oh, here comes the Black Numenorians coming in. It's all down to the dismounted Vargs to hold this position. Retainers, they're gonna hold that town center. They're gonna fight with the blue wizard. More troops coming in. The defense is lost. The defense is lost. The blue wizards are surrounded. They're gonna keep them running around though. Did some hammer and anvil. It just seems like there's too many troops. But they killed 92% of the attackers. But they're only down to 97%. Dismounted Varg's still going strong here though. These berserkers are gonna chew them up. More cav just pouring into the streets, into the town center. Nice hammer and anvil from the Black Numenorians. And that is going to, oh my god, they took out so many in that charge. Look at that. So that is going to wrap up today's battle. I think it's safe to say that the defenders are defeated here. The blue wizard is like, get out of my face. Yeah, it's over. That is game. GG. So we'll do 6 speed here. Speed it up. And witness the brave Easterlings get crushed to the will of Sauron. So it seems like this one's gonna end historically, but I don't think the blue wizards die. Well, they die here, but lore. Speaking of the lore, I don't. Wizards can't really die, but yeah. Blue wizards, they failed. They tried to help the Easterlings hold against the will of Sauron, but you know, they did a good job. They killed most of their forces, and that is going to end today's battle. And we can't even see names here. That is hilarious. I wonder why that is. But a lot of kills. One of the players, well, actually both of them, almost getting 400 or 4,000 kills, and then really good kills from the attackers. I'm quite surprised by that. So what a massive battle. Just looking at the results here, you can see the most kills: 226, 285, 331. It looks like it's the highest. So 331 to the archers, clan crossbowmen. So good use of the crossbows, and then the other army here, 600. By his Narim, those are the archers. Very elite. Oh, 657 by those archers. That is insane. Archers are so important in your defense. So that is going to wrap up today's scenario. Of course, you can download this. There's a link in the description. Pretty awesome. Forgotten Fortress looks really cool. A little grindy at times, but that's okay. But I hope you enjoyed today's battle. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe for more epic custom scenarios. I will see you next time.